Hello everyone, my name is Trenan. I'm Young Tero from Melody Lane Records, and this is the brief overview that I'm going to give you of what Melody Lane is, what we stand for, and how I came up with the idea of Melody Lane Records and how independent artists can get their music out there with Melody Lane Records. So let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to go over is what we stand for. So we, as Melody Lane Records, uphold very strong Christian values, love, respect, integrity, as well as grace and forgiveness. And we look to extend grace and forgiveness to everyone who has maybe done wrong to us, as Christ has forgiven us. Remember, Christ went in and he was denied by his own people, done wrong by his own people, and he said that, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. So as Christians, we believe that we are all flawed and in need of forgiveness and grace, and that's what Christ did. He came on earth, and if you put your faith in him, you can be saved and forgiven. So, brief overview, I feel like I went a bit off topic, but it all links together. So that's what we stand for: Christian values, strong Christian values. We accept accountability, and if you feel like we do not uphold to these Christian values, please let us know, as that is what we stand for as well. It's a big part of what I found Melody Lane Records to want to be, is a record label that accepts accountability, that is looking to learn from their mistakes and to move on to be better. So with that being forward, let me tell you how I came up with the idea of Melody Lane Records. So the main idea was, I look at artists all the time complaining about record labels, and then I look at independent artists such as Russ, Connor Price, and they seem to be doing more numbers than a lot of artists that are signed to record labels nowadays. And the reason they say that they will never be part of a record label is a few things. One of them is they do not own any of their music. They in fact only receive 50% of the royalty rights that they receive. Now, I was busy analyzing this and I was like, okay, that can be one thing that we can possibly learn from and be better compared to Sony Music or any other type of record label. Dreamville, you can think of any type of record label, is that they take 50%, some even more, some less, but a lot of them is 50% and more, sometimes 70%, 80% of the music royalty rights that they receive from their streams on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. And I did the calculations, and if we just take Justin Bieber's catalog alone, okay, he has 60 million monthly listeners. Now, as you know, monthly listeners doesn't limit you to the amount of streams you get that month. So you get 60 million monthly listeners, they might listen to your song twice. So that's like 120 million streams in 1 month. But for the sake of this, we're just gonna take Spotify, we're gonna take Justin Bieber, who has 60 million monthly listeners. I believe it's more, but we're gonna take 60 million monthly listeners, and we're gonna look at that. If we divide that by the amount Spotify pays per stream, so per 250 streams, Spotify pays $1. So if we take that and we look at it, we see that if Justin Bieber has 60 million monthly listeners, then that means that he has $240,000 a month just off Spotify. Remember, monthly streams are not limited to monthly listeners. An artist can stream your song 4 times, 5 times, as many times as he wants that month. So 240 to 250,000 streams a month just off Spotify. Record labels are taking 50% of that, 240, so that is about 170,000 Rand, $170,000 if I'm correct, a month. And that can be pretty weighing, especially if you're not an artist who has made it big, hasn't really done live performances, merch sales, anything like that. That is a big chunk of money. And one thing to note, please note this, one thing to note is that Spotify pays different amounts if the listener has Spotify Premium, meaning that you could potentially be earning half that amount of 60 million streams a month. You could, in fact, only earn maybe $50,000 a month of 60 million streams, because the majority of your listeners may not have Spotify Premium, and they may be listening with a free plan. I know there's apps where you can hack the application and you don't have to watch ads and skips. You can save your music in that. So there are certain stuff like that. So when we look at Melody Lane Records, let's take this. 50% of that music you keep. You own 100% of your music. You do not owe us anything. Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to be telling you how we have to make up for that. Otherwise, if we're not making up for anything, then we won't make money, obviously. So you keep 100% of your music. You release your music through our record label, Melody Lane, but we do not own any of your music. Music is 100% yours. What's going to happen is, depending on how big the artist is, if you're a small independent artist, we see that you got so much potential, and we're going to sign you to the record label. We might not make money with you at first, but as you grow and as we market your music, distribute your music for you, you might find that your music starts going up. We will still not take any of your music royalties, but when you start performing, depending on how big you are as an artist, we will start taking performance rights. Example, let's say you, Justin Bieber, you come sign to Melody Lane Records, for example. We might take 40% of your performance rights as well as merch sales. Our code is that we're not allowed to go over 50%. We made a deal to ourselves, not over 50%, because then it starts coming, well, we own majority of your performance rights and merch sales, which is not what we want. But to make up for the loss that we're going to make off streaming services, because we're making no money off streaming services from you guys, to make up for that, we are going to be taking a bit of your music rights performance as well as merch sales. And to be honest with you, a big portion of where an artist makes money is not off streams, it is off music, it's off performances, radio streams, and as well as merch sales. Again, not taking any of your radio sales as well. Your song can be played 1 million times on the radio, we won't take a single cent. But merch sales and performance rights. If you guys do have any questions, please DM me, or you can leave a comments and I'll let you know. And right now you can access our website, which I'm going to explain more now. You can access our website where we will be telling you all the services that we provide, all the way from mixing and mastering services. Whether you're signed to the record label or not, you can get these services. We can mix and master your song. It's very cheap price at the moment. So get it while it's still cheap before we start increasing the price due to demand. Then we got an album cover. We can design you an album cover. The album covers are really spectacular. We got people behind them doing them for you, and they honestly come up with exactly to pinpoint the very drop of what you want. If you want something as tiny as a blue to navy background with certain dots in the background, for example, you can have planes in the background. We will go down to the very brink of what you want, the very last detail. And then finally, we have marketing your song. This is the more expensive one, because marketing is the most expensive industry slash function within a business. And you as an artist, you are the business. You are your own business. And we market your music. We market using SEO strategies, we email strategies, Instagram strategies, as well as we promote you on our website. The website one is only if you're a signed artist though, but we will do Spotify playlisting campaigns, not fake bots, they are all real. We don't have people sitting on playing your music on repeat the whole day. And finally, but not least, we have, this is my personal favorite, and this is word of mouth. In my opinion, the way an artist grows the best is word of mouth. You find that you go to a shopping center, for example, and you tell people about your music. A lot of the times they won't know who you are if you're an independent artist. And when you tell them about your music, and later when they go home, I promise you it's about 90%. They're curious about what you said because they're recapping their day. They're curious of what you said, and now they're going back and they're like, okay, let me search up this guy. And that's, in my opinion, how an artist grows the best, because word of mouth, then they go tell their friends, they go tell their family, and that is the best way an artist grows. So this is Melody Lane Records. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you follow up. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can also submit your music through our link on our website where you submit a demo or a song, and we will go over it and see if we want you at Melody Lane Records. And please stay strong, stay hungry, stay the best you can, and have a great day. Thank you.